Here's why I think an extra outdoor building, preferably in the 120 square foot range so that it doesn't require any kind of a permit, or at least can get under the radar, is such a great idea. It's one of the few spaces in the house that I think can have a 10x value. What I mean by that is you're going to spend in Marin around $850,000 and sometimes a lot more for your house. Now, for an extra $10,000 to $30,000, you're going to be able to expand that in a unique way and provide perhaps an additional 30% of value to your daily life. Now, you can get these structures on Amazon. You can get kits and assemble and disassemble them quite easily. You can design your own. You can create an eco house and in the process train a child. Their roofs can be used for solar panels. You can also do a living or an edible roof if you've got an awareness of neighborhood views looking down on them. There's a whole host of things, including writing, guest house, date night, using video monitors to keep an eye on the house, art, storage. Mini storage is a huge industry, and it's a lot cheaper to put things in a garden shed. You can have a small rental unit. You can use it for alone time. You can have it be a teen blow-off steam time, a gaming room, a media room, or a place for kids to do homework without the distraction of noise. So you've got a wide range of uses for this. And personally, what I like about a detached place is that it can have a symbolic level of distinction and rules around it that no other space in a house can have. Even if you've got an office and don't bother them in the office, if kids are playing, they may bang into the door. You may hear noises in the house, but you can set up a protocol for this space to go and do something you don't want to be disturbed while you're doing it. And it also provides an enormous relief point in any family dynamic, that if there's anything anyone wants to do that doesn't fit well within the container of the house and has a negative impact on other people, that can happen in that space. You can have 2 or 3 grouped in a garden very easily. They can be equipped with any kind of internet, any kind of phone line, any kind of electricity very easily. They can easily be adapted to have toilets, or you can group 2 little structures together with a tarp, one of those square umbrella type things that is anchored to the buildings to bridge the gap in weather. You can also, like a video like this, for those that like to do vlogging, requires a completely quiet setup. I've got 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 lights that all turn on at the same time that are set at a certain angle, a microphone in the right position, a stand. It's a whole setup, or it's an ordeal. And so having a place like this where you can just walk in and press play and you can do your vlogging can make the difference between a media career that feels fun and enjoyable and one that just doesn't happen because you get halfway through a video and a kid makes a noise and the whole thing has to be started over again. And so there's a lot that can happen in a small little outdoor space setup. for the right reason. So you want to make a list of all the things that don't fit into your current household. Make a sketch of the ideal configuration. And the nice thing is with such a small structure is, you can just lay it out in masking tape, that peels off easily, make a sense of where everything goes. You can sketch out things on the walls, and then you just order a kit. It's delivered. You set it up in a weekend on some portable little concrete squares, and you're good to go. Now, one of the other things that's nice with these as a peripheral element, you always want to design in a way that brings as much value as possible. And let's say there's an area you want to screen in your property. Well, you put your little structure right in that area, instantly screened. Let's say there's an area you want a little bit of wind protection. Put a little shed right there, and you have instant wind protection. Or a little bit of light you want to block from a certain angle coming to an area. So what I'm getting at is a small structure can double as a screen, a wind block, a light block, and even an art piece. If you've got someone or yourself really wants to, paint and go to town on large-scale art, you can turn the exterior and or the interior into an art piece with the interior ceiling, the exterior ceiling, and all the walls being a 24/7 no-maintenance piece of art. When you paint out flowers or any kind of a color design, if you use the right paints and seal it, then it's there year-round, even when everything's dormant. So there's a lot that can be done, and again, it's the 10x value, the fact that while it can easily add 30%, in some cases even saving a marriage, it's going to cost less than 1/10 of any other space in the house. And it's just there. You can easily take a little bit of sloped land, like for example, you've got a hill like this, and because the structure is so small, you can do a little cut into the structure like this, build a little wall here, a little wall here, dry stack, your concrete preformed piers, and just set your structure up right here, either with a living roof or a solar roof or an ordinary roof, and you're good to go.